Welcome. We are gathered here today, are now privileged to witness and to participate in a ceremony celebrating the public acknowledgement of the love between Tim and Stacy. Knowing that our presence here with them, we are saying that they, together, are loved by many others. We have come to surround them as they stand before us in the center. Where now Tim and Stacy in essence say, welcome to our marriage and welcome to this celebration. And now Stacy's brother-in-law, the world-famous poet, Aaron McCullough, will do a reading based on the novel Still Life with Woodpecker by Tim Robbins.
Far be it from me to correct the clergy, but it's Tom Robbins. Tim Robbins is the actor. They're both very talented. It's very close. I wanted to say also briefly that I am thrilled to have a brother-in-law, and that law is something that I intend to test to its limits. When two people meet and fall in love, there's a sudden rush of magic. Magic is just naturally present then. Fairy tale balls and dragon bait. But we waste time looking for the perfect lover. We waste time looking for the perfect lover instead of creating the perfect love. We tend to feed on that gratuitous magic without striving to make any more. And one day, we wake up and find that magic is gone. We hustle to get it back. By then, it's usually too late. We've used it up. But our lives are not as limited as we think they are. The world is a wonderfully weird place. Consensual reality is significantly flawed. No institution can be trusted. But love does work. It's hard work. What we have to do is work like hell at making additional magic right from the start. It's hard work. But love does work. All things are possible. And we all could be happy and fulfilled if we only had the guts to be truly free and the wisdom to shrink our egos and quit taking ourselves so damn seriously. Paint a mustache on your face. Our lives are not as limited as we think. We're our own dragons as well as our own heroes, and we have to rescue ourselves from ourselves. Paint a mustache on your face. Tell love you're another person and be happy. Work like hell. Fall asleep. Love will be there in the morning. Thanks.
You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All those conversations while riding in a car, or over a meal, or doing a long walk. All of those sentences that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, you will, and we will. Those late night talks that included someday and somehow and maybe. And all those promises that are spoken or unspoken matters of the heart. All those common things and more are the real process of the wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things we've promised and hoped and dreamed. Well, I meant it all. Every word. Look at one another. And remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. acquaintance, friend, companion, and even teacher. And now you shall say a few words that will take you across the threshold of life, and things will never quite be the same. For after these vows, you will say to the world, this is my husband, and this is my wife. You have the rings. Please place the rings on each other's fingers. Stacy. Tim. Did you vow to laugh together in times of joy and comfort each other in sorrow? To remain faithful to each other for better or worse, in times of sickness and in health, on the days of sunshine and through the fury of tornado. To listen with compassion and to speak to each other with respect, to help when help is needed, and to step aside when it is not. To accept each other for who you are and what you will be. Will you promise these things? Nothing is easier than saying the words, and nothing harder than living them day by day. What you promised today must be renewed and redecided tomorrow. At the end of this ceremony, legally you will be husband and wife, but you must still decide each day that stretches out before you that you want to be married. Real love is something beyond the warmth and glow, the excitement and the romance of being deeply in love. It is caring as much about the welfare and the happiness of your marriage partner as about your own. But real love is not total absorption into each other. It is looking outward in the same direction together. Love makes burdens lighter because you divide them. It makes joys more intense because you share them. Love makes you stronger so you can reach out and become involved in life in ways you dare not risk alone. And now, Tim and you, Stacy, have consented together in matrimony and have pledged your faith to each other. And I pronounce that you are now husband and wife. You may live together and be joyful.